Hi everybody, how's it going? Today is March 30th. It is a Thursday. You know what that means. Monster Strike news. Let's get started because we have a decent amount of things to go over that's coming up in the world of Monster Strike. So of course, as you know, the Tensura collab is wrapping up. All of the gachas and events will finish on April 2nd, 11:59 a.m. Japan time. Of course, you can catch up with some of those travel bells to play some old sessions again if you need to finish them off a little bit later. You do have a little bit more time to finish off all the missions as well. Again, they're taking into account the chance that you may be spending some of that travel time to catch up. Don't forget that those limits are going to be April 5th, 3:59 a.m. Japan time, including making sure that you exchange all of your coins for whatever rewards that you may care about. Yeah, they also did announce that starting tomorrow, March 31st, midnight Japan time, that the skills will be usable in the library. And so that will be available for the last 48 hours. 48 hours? Yeah, I think 48 hours of the collab. However, do keep in mind that Insidious quests are not included. However, that does mean any of the Bakuzetsu, Gozetsu quests, you can take advantage of these immensely overpowered skills that can help you just farm things away like crazy. And don't forget that that new skill does give you 50x exp, so you might be able to do some decent farming as well at the same farming characters and exp. So don't forget, it is only for a limited time, but it is nice that they have opened it up for the library. And if you are watching this video immediately, then you do know that today is Monster Strike Day. Do not forget to pick up your goods. The ticket for the temple, or 5 orbs that are trapped in that exchange ticket, or 5 continue. You can skip the continuance. I did not pick that up. And if you have 3 or more lucky monsters, you can also grab a Waku Waku stick as well. And of course, since it is Monster Strike Day, you do have an opportunity to pick up alternate strike shop voices for memory here. This is the second session of this being available, so next time on April 10th will be our last opportunity to pick those up. We also have a Gozetsu coming up tomorrow with Vegetepara. The gimmicks involved with that quest look quite intense, so it might be quite a difficult one. We'll see. Vegetepara's debut will be at 7 p.m. Japan time. They also announced some new castle rewards here. Once you hit 500 rewards, you will be able to get a limited character guaranteed. I think that's not, that one in particular is not new, right? But here's the new stuff. You're just basically extending it out to 1,000 rewards. Remember, this does count the number of battles you have completed throughout a session. You get at most, what was it, 60 per month? No. Yeah, 60 per month, I think, right? So, even more opportunities to get some connect scrolls, connect skill scrolls, sorry. And of course, every orb you see there will guarantee you a 6-star monster. That 750 reward says you can get limited monsters. They're in the pool, but they're not guaranteed. However, the 1,000 battle clear goal will get you a limited monster guaranteed, just like the 500 milestone as well. And just a small quality of life update, I guess. Starting from next month, you will be able to see your past achievements of a certain floor. You can see that there is a faded yellow bar now that will show your historically best result for that floor, and the bright yellow is your current status. Now, do keep in mind that this only goes back to March, which means they weren't keeping track of that historically. So it just started right now because that data is already available, right? So you are only going to get data starting from your last session, but going forward it will show how you've done historically on a particular stage. And maybe maybe it's like, did I ever finish this before? You'll get that answer. So that's why it's a small quality of life. This is cool. We're gonna get a Fanta collab with Monster Strike. Wanna Fanta? If you remember that commercial. I don't remember what went on in there, but a lot of dancing, a catchy tune, and Fanta was really good too. So we'll see what we have here. Starting from April 1st, noon Japan time, all the way up until the 15th of April, we will have the special Fanta quest available, which you will be collecting fruit. Here is the Oragon collab. We haven't had a collab Oragon in quite a while, I feel like, so I'm actually pretty excited to see this again. Really. You can see all the Monster Strike characters there enjoying their Fantas along with Oragon there. How this works is when you clear the quest, some of the drops could be fruit instead, and you will be collecting that fruit to complete missions. You will see 2 missions available, which are specifically focused on collecting oranges and collecting grapes. Once you hit a particular threshold, you will get that reward, and the next mission will unlocked. Here are the missions that you need to pick up. As you can see, it is just making sure that you have enough grapes and oranges available. You can see on the 10th and 50th orange or grape you pick up, you will get 25 copies of Oragon, and then some other in-game rewards at the 30 and 70 mark. And of course, if you are a Fanta master and collect 100 of a particular fruit, you'll be able to get a cool Fanta badge next to your name if you just want to show off how much you love Fanta. So there you go. Also, when all is said and done, whichever fruit was collected the most over that period will be considered the winning fruit, and the reward you see on screen will be delivered to all players who collected at least 50 fruits combined. So you got to do some work to get to the rewards, but 50 fruits should not be that difficult. Maybe a little tedious if the drop rates are terrible, but on the other hand, this quest is probably going to be stupid easy, so anybody can do it blindly. Just do it. And of course, you know, we did talk about the fact that the collab is about to end. There is no break in the world of Monster Strike. We're going into the next series featuring the Sengoku series. This is series number 9, featuring the Sengoku characters, Sengoku era characters. It will begin April 2nd, New Japan time. Our first character here is Fukushima Masanori. In the water element, he has the following skills. He is a samurai power character of a bounce type, anti-gravity barrier, super anti-damage wall, minesweeper M, and down position killer. Remember, that means any characters, enemies, on the bottom half of the screen will be a target for that killer damage. Strike shot, speed up and increases the attack of all friendly units for a set amount of turns, which scales based the amount of the enemies you take down during the strike shot. Bump combo is a water super snipe bullet, and the second bump combo is a defense and bump combo up. Next up, we've got Nene in the wood element, and let's take a look at her stats here. Samurai and speed bounce for her ability, super anti-damage wall with anti-warp and super anti-wind. On the gauge, we have soul steal and strike shot turn charge. Her strike shot is speed up, and she will turn into a repeat hit and first killer, right? So the first target she hits will be the target of killer damage. And as long as you keep hitting the same monster over and over, you'll start increasing the damage multiplier as well. So very interesting strike shot there. I think somebody has something similar to that, so I don't think it's super new, but that idea was definitely there, and you could see her with the right situation do some major damage, which is always good to see. Bump combo, we've got a wood 16-way laser EL and Chozetsu blast. And our last gacha monster for the event will be Shima Sakon in the light element, and I believe he was like a titan or something, some guardian, I don't know. Pierce samurai balance type, we've got anti-damage wall, anti-warp, laser barrier killer L on the main, which is good to see, right? On the gauge, we've got super anti-speed down wall and strike shot turn reducer. Strike Shot is speed up and defense down. All hit enemies for a set amount of turns. Bump Combo, we've got a light super clone bullet and a super attack down blast. Now, with this new event, we do have a paid pack available. You can spend 4,900 yen to guarantee yourselves one of those 3 new monsters and also pick up 50 orbs along the way. If you are somebody who continually purchases orbs in this game, not a bad idea to pick up. For the event monsters, we've got Kyokotsu here in the water element. They did say that she was an idol there in the ascended form, so that's pretty cool to see. As you know, I am an idol fan. The other event monsters, you've got Nurikabe, which is literally somebody painting a wall, which is not usually what you think about with Nurikabe, and Senpoku Kanpoku in the light element as well. And with this event, we do get a campaign along that will help you with your farming adventures if you enter that quest, and you would normally get 2 or more chests as a result of the character you use, whether it's for max luck or because it's Monster Strike Day. One of those boxes is guaranteed to be a boss drop, so that will help you farm these quests much faster. Love to see these kind of campaigns going. Makes your life easier. Now, it is spring now, right? Once it, it's already April, right? That's insane. Beginning April 2nd, we will get some campaigns going to help you as a striker. First, of course, for those of you who do not have Monpass, that's me, right? You will be able to take the benefits with the Monpass Trial. It will be active for everybody in the game starting April 2nd until the 9th. And you get the benefits of 1 free stamina refill each day. Your EXP, you do get some EXP even if you join as guest. It's really small, so don't go writing home about that. Third one is a big one. You can pick up to 12 cards through your Monpass for the the gacha card Ghidorah, I think, right? So that's pretty cool. You also get a bonus just for logging in because of the Monpass. That's 20 extra points for free just because you have this trial. You can take advantage of the cool frames. I know I make fun of them all the time about how awesome they are. But the next one, this one's pretty good, right? You can stock up to 2 quests now at the same time. They have to be different quests, but you can stock 2 of them, which is nice. And Monspot, hopefully you're taking advantage of that always. That is something you can take advantage of, even if you're not in Japan, but your My Spot is available. It will guarantee to have a plus on it if that feature has a plus, right? Not everything has a plus, but if it has a plus, you will get it. And the number of maximum souls you can pick up in a day is increased. As is the case every month, we've got the Tower of Champions available starting April 7th. And for this month, it will be at 50% stamina. And for those of you who use those pre-made teams, you will not have to spend a Skettomin there, the friends list refresh item, to use it. It will be absolutely free. And for those of you who use your teams, I guess it could be a challenge using a not so great team to see how that works. This is the big one though. Starting in April, any gachas that are available will take advantage of the 24% bonus that we normally see with the Guardians gacha, right? That means your first single and your first 10 pull will be at the coveted 24% rate, double the current normal rate of what you get for 6 stars. So, however, let me reiterate again, if you don't usually pull on the Geki Jushinsai Guardians gacha, it only applies to your first single and your first 10 pull. Alright, so please be careful about that. However, as another bonus on top of that, you will get something called a Super Harudama, Cho Harudama. And what this is a free temple. Let's say that again. It's a free temple that you can use on a selected pool of gachas. Not only that, I mean, free is amazing, right? But it is also going to be at the 24% rate. So, which gachas is it going to be available? Here is the screen here. You've got the Guardians, of course, which will happen at the middle of the month. You've got the 5 elemental gachas, which are guaranteed to show up in the month of April. And the current event gacha will be also part of this campaign. So, pick and choose. Go ahead and review. Are there any limited, element gachas that you want to do this on? Do you want to use it on the Guardians? Do you have the Guardians already? So maybe it's not as worth it to pull on there. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna fix that statement in a little bit. Or do you just want to go try and get some new monsters in the current event? Now, why did I say hold on? Because I almost made a boo-boo there. Because the important thing to remember for this 24% gacha is that it only increases the rate of you getting a 6-star monster. It does not increase your rate to get a limited character in that pool, right? So the chance to get, let's say, for example, let's go red stars, right? The chance to get an Onimaru stays static, even with the 24% gacha, right? All it means is that 12% that you would have normally gotten a junk 4 or 5-star monster is now going to be a 6-star monster, right? So please keep that in mind. It does not increase your chance to get a limited character, but rather it decreases your chance to get a junk 4 or 5-star card. All right. So, if you're curious about the dates on when these gachas are available, they did say that will be on, they'll be releasing it as, on Twitter they'll tend to post about it, but also if you pay attention to the news page on the official webpage, you should get an idea of when it's there. Of course, if I am diligent about it, I'll try to post about it, but I'm not going to guarantee that for you because there's a lot of stuff that could happen, and I don't want you to blame me for missing a gacha that you sorely want. So always pay attention to the gacha screen to see what's up. They did announce that Haru will be returning. She was on a previous, event for the springtime, for a limited time. She will be coming back for 1 week. April 3rd to 10th is your chance to finish her off. But there is a reason for those of you who have already finished her to keep playing, and that is this Konkitsune. And Konkitsune is a new invade character here, and if you kill him before he escapes the screen, you will get 1,000 soul points as a reward. Now, why is that important? Because those 1,000 soul points do not count to your daily limit that you can pick up each day. And for those of you who aggressively update your soul badges, right? That gold frame that your character has. This is a legitimate problem that people have. There is absolutely no way to break that limit that you can pick up per day, right? This is the first way to break that limit and completely break that limit if you want. And so I think a lot of people will be, hard farming Haru, especially, just think about it. Do you aggressively change your badges? Are you in a situation where you run out of soul points and you're constantly, waiting to fill it back up? If so, definitely take the time to farm Haru's quest to pick that up. If you bring an event gacha monster, the current event with the Sengoku series, whether it's the gacha monsters, so the top row, or the drop monsters at the bottom row, they will increase the probability of this Konkitsune to show up in that Haru's quest. So do you keep that in mind? And happy farm. I think we just have a little bit left. This week's Transcension Kai will be Nibelungen, and I really like the art for Nibelungen, by the way. That looks really awesome. Pierce, Sprite, Super Balance, Type, Anti-Damage Wall, Anti-Block, Demi-Hume, Samurai Killer, M, and Super Laser Stop are all on the main. She has no gauge. Her Connect skill is Super Anti-Gravity Barrier, Bump combo boost and strike shot turn reducer. The requirements here is to have 2 or more non-sprite classes in your party, or your team total luck is 100, so relatively easy there. Strike shot, speed and power up, and delays all hit enemies. That's nothing new for Nibelungen. And her bomb combo is a wood Chozutsu splitting pierce, shockwave 3, and a super recovery bullet. We'll see if she shines anywhere in particular. And yes, that's it. March is over. That's so insane. Feels like it was the new year just a few weeks ago. I feel. April 6th, next week, same time as usual for the next news. Here are the upcoming lucky monsters. Yeah, Wyard, right? He's another one of those sacred beast monsters. So yeah, but you know, seeing the sanctuary dragon come back again is always nice to see. So everybody should have one at least. If you don't have him yet, make sure you go into the normal quest to pick him up. It is a very easy way to grab him and get at least one, which is, you know, a 10% discount on your luck exchange for Monster Strike Day, for example. That's when you're going to use it the most. But that is it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions with the latest news, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, you know, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button, because, you know, I do my best to give you the news in English. And of course, all of this can be found on Twitter as well, on Monst. Go ahead and follow that if you haven't already. And of course, if you'd like to actually talk to people live, the Discord channel, there's a link for that there in the description as well. Please consider joining the group. That is it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer for you. And how much? 21 minutes? 22 minutes? Thank you for sticking around for so long. I do appreciate it. Until next time. Bye bye.